Okay, we're going to show you how to do the tie stitch. So you could start out with any other stitch below, but I started out with a basic stitch that looks like this. It's here in the middle with the amethyst thread, and then when I got to this row, I did the tie stitch over the top. So we're going to go with the green here. Keep your finger here to kind of make a little loop. Go between the coils right here on the left side of the lower row stitch. Pull it through. The slower you pull it, the better, because then you're not going to get knots. Pull it through. Now you've got your little loop here. Go up through the loop. Pull that tight. I kind of straighten it out. Pull it snug. Then go down through the left side of the bottom row. Pull it through slowly. Snug it up. If it's not quite tight enough, snug it up. And I try to keep these little crossovers all up on the top. So then to make the tie, I kind of hold it right here so it's easy to pull through. You don't have to do that, you could just pull it through, but I like to hold it with one finger. Then pull the tie over and pull it through. There you have your tie stitch. And that's how it looks on back. So now there's other ways to do it, but this is just the way that I was taught. So here we go. Over again, you got your finger there, you're making a little loop. Go right between the coils on the left. Then you're in the back, come back up through that little loop, pull it tight. Snug it up, pull it tight, snug it up. Not too tight, but snug. I always kind of straighten them out a little here. And then notice I keep my thread to the right because I'm right-handed. It's just what's comfortable for me. So then go back down through between the coil. Don't pierce the pine needles because you don't want to wreck them. Pull right back through. Snug it up. You don't have to tighten it. I just like it tight and so it'll stay in place. Now see, I hold, here's the back. I hold this so that I can get this tight right in there between the coils because sometimes it'll get stuck on random little pine needles. So pull it tight through there. Then you're going to cross over and that's what makes the tie. Go right through the middle. Now mine end up always on the left side of this bottom thread, and I keep it that way. Whatever way you do it, just keep it the same way so the back looks clean and it looks the same all the way. And there's your tie. So that's what it looks like in the front. That's what it looks like in the back. Now, there's other ways I've watched on YouTube, and you know, you just got to do it the way that you think is best for you. So here, I'll do it one more time. Finger there, up and over. Through the coils on the left. Pull it through a little slowly, otherwise you start getting knots. Then go up. Where you had your finger, go up through the loop. Pull it tight, not too tight, but snug. Then go through the coils again on the right of this stitch. Pull it through, snug it up as best as you like it, depending on how you like it. I hold this here, this thread here, pull it clear over, because otherwise I've had it get stuck on this thread, and you don't want that. So snug it up as best as you like it. Go right back down on the left-hand side. I check to make sure that I'm on the left of that thread. Pull it through, and there you go. Don't forget to keep adding pine needles. Shiny side up, the middle, and go from there. That's what it looks like on the front. This is what it looks like on the back. I can show you really quickly. Here's another one. It might be easier to see because it's brighter and the stitches are further apart. So this one is a practice basket. And there I got a nut. This is a practice basket, and I was showing people how to add beads or different stitches. So this is very, very bright. This might help. Finger here, loop, up over. Here's coil 1, here's coil 2. Go down between the coil on the second level, because you know you're trying to make the tie stitch down here and you're setting up to do a tie stitch above. So go down through there, come back up through the loop, pull it tight, tighten it up. Okay, then you're going to go through the coil on the right hand side. Try not to get your thread all tangled up around your arm. Okay, so on this one I have to really kind of line it up because the stitches are so far apart, but then you can really see them. Then I hold it here, go through the middle of the coils. So I'm going right to left now. Then you go down here through the coils. And see, I always come back up on the left side of that thread, so I keep the same pattern. Cinch it tight. That's what it looks like. Now, I would have never bought this thread because it's too bright, but hey, works well in this case. But it was a freebie, so. Okay, here we go, one more time. Finger in the back, up over. Go down through the coils. Now remember, you don't want to really be piercing your coils because it can rip the pine needles if they're too dry. Okay, then get your finger out of there. Go back up. You just really have to practice it and then it'll seem easier. So see, then you get this stitch here. You get that pretty, pulls it straight across. Pull it tight, line it up. Go down on the right side of your bottom stitch. Pull it through. Now you're ready for the tie. I grab it like this so that it goes through easily. Pull it tight. Now you're making the tie. There you go. That's what it looks like in the front. That's what it looks like in the back. The hot pink. Bottom's kind of a mess because I couldn't figure out what I was doing, but that's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like on another basket. Now, if you look close, this row was done right, and then for whatever reason, I couldn't figure out what I was doing, I guess, but I should have wrapped this around, but it just gives it a whole different look. It looks fine, and it's sold, so whoever's buying it's happy with it, so that's all that matters. So that's just another way to do it. There's a few ways to do it. This is just what's easiest for me. Okay, thanks for watching.